I just wanted to drop a quick video, break down two big tech names that I feel like there's a potential for upside move. And we're going to get straight into it, okay? First one we're going to talk about is Microsoft. And Microsoft has been trending sideways for the past maybe 8 months, right? We can see this. This is straight sideways movements or sideways movement, okay? But what you can clearly see, this is swing trading, right? Swing trading doesn't have to be that complicated. This right here was an area of resistance. Now this area turned into support, right? And we can clearly see that because it confirmed once, twice, and now this is the third time. I'm not saying that this area has to hold and continue holding like this, right? But we know that every time we enter this area, we're bouncing back and we're hitting the top of the range. So this is the play. If you move down into the 4 hour, you're going to see something really interesting, right? Let's change this a bit. Okay, just that there. And let's. So what you can see here, right, is that Microsoft has been on a downtrend since, what is this? The beginning of the month. And this trend has been continuous and it's been consistent. However, 2 days ago, we broke out of the range, right? Retested yesterday. Today we're bouncing. We're also forming. Damn it, come on. We also formed, right? Pay attention. We also formed a fair value gap on the 4 hour chart and we did tap back right into it. Okay, now we're bouncing out of that. If this confirms, I mean, this right now is a trade on the 4 hour chart. This is not financial advice. I'm not telling you that you should get into this trade. Okay, but this is a potential trade. Tapping out of this 4 hour. This potentially, if you're trading this, your stop should be somewhere down here at 355, and your target could possibly be the test of this 160 moving average, which is about 400. Not saying that we could come right back up here, 382, and then fail, roll right back over, and then test the zone again. However, if we do break over this area, 383, this is a possibility that we can start trending higher. And if we start trending higher, we know where this can go, right? The top of the range would be up here at 467, somewhere up there. All right. So that is the first trade that I want to talk about. I'm not gonna go get further into it. It's simple. It's swing trading. We're not gonna complicate it. Potential trade right here. You have the fair value gap. You stop below the fair value gap. If it fails, you're out. But if it continues, this could be a breakout trade or a reversal trade. Okay. The next one that I want to take a look at is going to be Apple. And first, let's go back to the daily. Look what's happening here. We're trading off this 160 moving average, which we bounced here before, broke below, try to regain the 160, but once we regain the 160 and then retest, look, this is the clean pullback setup. Above, we have the 20 moving average crossing above the 160, and then we have the retest of the 20 and pushing off of the 20 back over to all-time highs, making even new all-time highs. Okay, so this is what we're gonna look for. We have this daily downtrend right here. Damn it. We have a daily downtrend. Okay, and B. So we've been in a down range in Apple for the past, again, since the beginning of the month. Let's move down into the 4 hour. This is what's happening. We don't really have a fair value gap right here, but we did get a pullback into these levels right here, or a test of that level, which would be something like that, right? Now, this looks like it's heading back to the top of the range. Again, if we break out of this range, pop, usually when we break out of ranges, we do get a retest, okay? But once the retest happens and we turn back around, that's a signal that we could head higher, maybe even head back for these all-time highs. Apple has a lot of shit going on right now, so I wouldn't be surprised if this turn rolls over, probably go test the bottom of the range again. But if we continue higher, I mean, I think they have the iPhone 18 coming out in September, or they're revealing in September, whatever the case is. But they have a lot of shit going on right now. So if we can break over this level out of the range, there's a possibility that we can head higher. However, because again of all the stuff they got going on, this could roll over. The reason why I wouldn't enter here, it's the middle of the range, and also we still have the moving averages, which is the 20, steep in decline right now. Okay, so we would need this to probably turn around, which would in turn result in maybe like the breakout and then retest at some point. Then we'll turn around and actually move. So now that I think about it, yeah, I wouldn't enter here. Definitely wouldn't enter here. It looks pretty good, but when it comes to the moving average, that's against my rule. So I would just wait for the breakout and then the retest and the move up. Okay. But that's the two trade that I have today that I'm looking at that I'm really interested in. But now that I even look at it even more, Apple needs a few more days, I believe. Maybe 2 or 3 more days for this to play out or to get back to maybe even convincing me that it's bullish. Right now, this looks like it could be just another break and retest. We broke above the low, well, below the low, and then we're retesting those lows with something like this before we have another leg down. Okay, so this one you want to be careful. It has to give it out of break out of the range, and then for Microsoft, Microsoft is looking a little bit more bullish because we already have the 20 moving average turning around, and then we still have a long way above where the 160 is. Okay, so that one is a little bit more bullish. I would wait on Apple to for the trend to change before I get in. And for Microsoft, this looks like it's already turning around because we already got the breakout of the range and the retest. All right. I just wanted to get on here, show this possible swing trade or two, and make this real quick. So peace. That's it.